Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from amandacrochets.com, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket. This baby blanket is made using Caron Cotton Cakes and it is in the color Aqua Breeze. Unfortunately my camera is not picking up the color quite so much, but it is a beautiful aqua color and it is made using the blanket stitch. And then also for this baby blanket, I decided to put a ribbed border on the edge as I'm really into that ribbed border right now. And actually, if you look back here, the color is kind of picking up a little bit more. I mean, it is a little bit more, it is a little bit brighter in person, but for whatever reason, my camera decided not to pick it up too much. But you kind of get an idea of what the blanket looks like. So the Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket measures 35 inches long by 35 inches long. So it's a nice square blanket, and it's a nice size blanket to wrap baby up in without providing too much bulk. So I really liked this blanket and I really enjoyed it. So let's get started on making the Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket. So to begin your baby blanket, you're going to need a size I 5.5mm crochet hook. I'm using my favorite Clover or More. And then you're going to need some yarn. The yarn that I used was Caron Cotton Cakes. I ended up using 2.5 cakes of this yarn, and the color I used was Aqua Breeze. As you can see that beautiful color showing up a little bit more now. And I have Aqua Breeze, like I said. However, you can use any 4 worsted weight yarn that you like. This is just what I happen to have in my stash. And the recommended hook size is a US H8 or 5mm crochet hook. You can follow that if you like, but I wanted to go up a hook size just because I wanted the blanket to be a little bit more airy. But it's totally up to you. This is just what I used. If you have a different yarn, like I said, feel free to use that. So to make the blanket stitch baby blanket, you're going to need to make a chain of a multiple of 3. So that means you want to have your chain be 3 plus 3 plus 3 into your desired width. And for the purposes of this tutorial, however, I'm just going to make a chain of 15. If you want to follow along with my Aqua Breeze baby blanket, then I made a chain of 132. So to make a chain, let me just zoom up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so to make a chain, you're going to do yarn over your hook and pull through that loop on your hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so now that you got your chains, you want to make 2 double crochets into the 3rd chain from your hook. So to make a double crochet, you're going to do, well, first you want to count 3 chains from your hook. So the loop on your hook does not count, so you want to count 1, 2, and 3. And in that 3rd chain, you're going to do 2 double crochets. So yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that 3rd chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops remain on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And that is your first double crochet. So next you want to do 1 more double crochet in that same chain. So again, yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that same chain, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So now you have your first 2 double crochets in that 3rd chain. Next you want to skip 2 chains and you want to make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets all into that next chain. So this is the chain that you just worked in, so you want to skip 2 more, so 1 and 2, and in that chain after that you want to make a single crochet and 2 double crochets. So to make a single crochet, you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops remain on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then you're going to make 2 double crochets in that same chain. Just like that. And then you're just going to simply repeat this all the way down to the end of your row. So again, you're going to skip 2 chains, so 1, 2, and then the chain after that, you want to do a single crochet and 2 double crochets. And this will give you a nice textured blanket. This is probably one of my favorite stitches, and I really like how the texture of the blanket turned out. So again, skip 2 chains, and then in the chain after that, you're just going to do 1 single crochet and then 2 double crochets. So just take your time with this, and remember you want to skip 2 chains in between your work. Okay, and then when you come up to the end, you should have 3 chains left, and you will make a single crochet into the last chain. So just make a single. You don't want to make any of the doubles, just want to make a single crochet. Okay, now you want to chain 2 and turn, and we'll begin row 2. Okay, so for row 2, whenever you make that chain 2 at the beginning, that's actually going to count as a single crochet. So what you want to do next is you want to make 2 double crochets into that very first single crochet that you just made from the previous row, so right here. So again, you want to just make 2 double crochets right into that very first stitch. Okay, then you want to skip 2 stitches, and you want to make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets all into the next stitch. So you want to skip, basically what you're going to be doing is you're skipping the double crochets from the previous row, and you're working into that single crochet. So if that makes a little bit more sense, so you can see there's a double crochet here, and then your single crochet is here. So you always want to work into that single crochet from the previous row. And then you want to do 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets all in that same stitch. And then you're just going to repeat this all the way across into the end. So again, you're going to skip 2 stitches, or you skip the 2 double crochets, and in that single crochet you're going to make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. Skip the next 2 stitches right here, and in the stitch after that, which is the single crochet, you're going to make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets. Okay, then again, when you get to the end, you're going to skip the first 2 stitches, which are the double crochets, and in the top of that chain 2 space that you skipped from the beginning, you're going to count up 2, so 1 and 2, and you're just going to make a single crochet into that top of the chain 2. So this is what 2 rows looks like. Once you make more of this baby blanket, you will see that your stitches will stack up a little bit, kind of like on its side, and it'll provide that nice textured stitch like I said. So keep working on this a little bit more, and I will meet back up with you. Okay, so how did you guys do? So again, you just want to repeat row 2 over and over until your desired length. And this is kind of what it's going to look like. As you can see, you have that beautiful texture of the baby blanket stitch. And I really like how it looks on both sides. Basically the same on both sides. And like I said, the stitches kind of stack up diagonally on one another. So now that you reached your desired width for the baby blanket that I made, the Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket, I believe I made my blanket until about 34 inches because I did want to add a little bit of a border. So you can just make it as long as you want, like I said, but for me, I think I measured my blanket to be about 34 inches long before I decided to stop and put the border on. So to make the border, all you're going to do is you're going to chain 2 and turn, and you're just going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch around except for the corners. The corners you're going to put 3 double crochets in order to get that nice rounded corner. So you're going to go right in that first stitch with your double crochet and simply just work your way all the way around your blanket. And this will be the foundation of your rib stitch border. And I'll show you that technique, how to do that. It's pretty simple. As long as you know how to make a double crochet, you should be able to make that blanket, that border. So again, you just want to do 1 double crochet in each of the stitches across. And then when you reach that first corner, you're going to put 3 double crochets into that corner. And then, like I said, it'll make that nice rounded corner. So we have 1 more stitch right here. Okay, so this is going to be considered our corner right here. So you have 1 stitch already. So you're going to put 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. Now when it comes to the side of your blanket, you're just going to kind of estimate and guess where you put your stitches. I know there's not an exact science to it, but you just want to make your blanket as even as possible. If you have too much stitches, then your work is going to kind of, pull in together, and if you have too few, then your blanket's going to just not look right either. So I kind of look for those chain 2 spaces, and I make a double crochet in each of those spaces. I don't know if that will help you out a little bit, but I would just go slow and kind of just look at the stitches that you made on the sides of your baby blanket and just kind of play around with it a little bit and see what works for you. Like I said, what worked for me was I just looked at the chain spaces, and that's where I ended up inserting my double crochets. So maybe that will help you out a little bit, but like I said, it's different for everybody. So I would just practice and see what works out best for you. But see, that kind of makes everything nice and neat. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and remember, you want to do 3 double crochets in each of the corners, and then 1 double crochet around your entire blanket. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and then I will show you how to complete the next row, which is going to be your ribbed border. Okay, so I'm coming up on the end. As you can see, you have your first double crochet right here. So I'm just going to make 2 more to round out that corner. And then to end your row, you're going to slip stitch at the top of that first double crochet that you made. Okay, and then your blanket should look something like this. And again, when you do that 3 in the corner, it rounds out your blanket very nicely. Okay, so to continue with the next round of your baby blanket border, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to find your first double crochet, which is right here, and you're going to yarn over, and you're going to do a front post double crochet. So that means you're going to insert your hook underneath that post and behind, so the post is sticking up over your hook, yarn over your hook, pull through just like you would with a normal double crochet, and then finish the double crochet as normal. So that's considered a front post double crochet. Now to make a back post double crochet, because that's how you would get that ribbed border, is by alternating a front post and a back post double crochet. So now you want to do a back post double crochet. So again, yarn over. You might want to turn your work a little bit, but you want to go from behind and go over that post and then behind. So if you turn your work, you can see that your post is behind your crochet hook this time. And then again, you want to just do yarn over and then pull through and then complete your double crochet as normal. So again, you want to just alternate the front post and the back post double crochet. So again, you're going to do your front post, which is insert your hook from the right to the left. Make sure that post is over your crochet hook, and then finish your double crochet as normal. And then for the back post, you're going to do yarn over your hook, insert your hook from behind, so your post is over the back of your crochet hook, and then you make your double crochet as normal. So just go ahead and alternate this all the way around, and even when you get to the corners, you just want to alternate the corners. So let me go ahead and finish this, and when I get to the corner, I will show you how to make the corner, and you will be on your way to complete this Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket. Okay, so I've reached my corner, and as you can see, you have the 3 double crochets in the corner, and all you want to do is just follow what you've been doing. So I ended with the back post, so I'm going to do a front post, and then that middle stitch is actually going to be a back post, and then that last stitch in the corner is going to be a front post. So that's all you would do, and then you just continue around the rest of your baby blanket, alternating the front post and back post double crochet stitches. So again, I'm going to finish up this little swatch. You could finish up your baby blanket, and I will meet up with you at the end and show you how to finish this blanket in its entirety. Okay, so I just finished my last stitch, and then to end this round, you're going to go around that whole post, and you're simply going to make a slip stitch. Now if you want to go ahead and make another round or two of that ribbed border, you can certainly go ahead. To do that, all you would do is chain 2, and then you would just go around each of those posts with the front or back post double crochet. So in this case, you do a front post and then a back post. So you can do that if you want. I opted just to do 1 row. So then after you do that, you want to just make a slip stitch and pull your yarn. You want to leave maybe 5 inches or so to weave in your ends, and you're just going to simply do that. Now I do have a separate video on how to weave in your ends, which I will go ahead and link below just in case you're interested in checking that out. But you just want to weave your ends in and out of your yarn just so nothing falls out or anything, and you should be good to go. So this is what the Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket looks like. You have a lot of texture right in the middle of your blanket, which is nice and squishy, and then you have that nice ribbed border on the side. So let me grab my Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket again, And this is what the stitch looks like. It's the blanket stitch, which again is one of my favorites, and I love the texture that it creates. And it's still very squishy and soft. And again, it doesn't provide that much bulk to it, which I always like. And then there's that ribbed border. And then that's what the corners look like, nice and rounded. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on how to make the Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket, and feel free to change up the yarn and use whatever yarn that you like. This is just what I chose for this baby blanket. Thank you so much for joining me on how to make the Aqua Breeze Baby Blanket. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And if there's ever a video that you would like me to make for you, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great day. Bye.